हॅलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चॅनल. मी यज्ञा दयानंद गुरु तुमचं माझ्या यज्ञा ई लर्निंग या चॅनलवर स्वागत करते. मुलांना आज आपण आपला जो 7 चॅप्टर आहे मेटल्स अँड नॉन मेटल्स त्याचे जे क्वेश्चन आन्सर्स आहेत ते आजच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण कव्हर करणार आहोत. त्याआधी ज्यांनी चॅनल सबस्क्राईब नसेल केला त्यांनी प्लीज चॅनल सबस्क्राईब करा, बेल आयकॉनवर क्लिक करा. व्हिडिओ आवडल्यास व्हिडिओला लाईक, कमेंट आणि शेअर नक्की करा. चला तर मग स्टार्ट करूया आपल्या क्वेश्चन आन्सरला. या क्वेश्चन आन्सरच्या डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्समध्ये तुम्हाला अशी जी लिंक आहे ती सुद्धा मिळेल. तिथे जाऊन तुम्ही हे जे क्वेश्चन आन्सर्स आहेत ते नोट्सच्या स्वरूपात पाहू शकता. चला तर मग स्टार्ट करूया. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, कंप्लीट द टेबल. प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ मटेरियल्स एका बाजूला दिले आहेत आणि यूज इन एव्हरीडे लाईफ हे तुम्हाला एका बाजूला लिहायचे आहेत. सो फर्स्ट डक्टिलिटी आणि यूज इन एव्हरीडे लाईफ आहे इन इलेक्ट्रिकल वायर्स, केबल वायर्स एक्सेट्रा. देन malleability, aluminum foil. Conduction of heat, cooking ware, then microwave, electric press, straightening machine, electric belts. Then conduction of electricity, bulb, tube light, lamp, refrigerator, television. Then sonority, cymbals, doorbells. Okay. Question number 2, identify the odd term gold, silver and diamond. So the odd one is iron. An is odd one out because an is non lustrous in nature and others are lusters. Then second one, ductility, brittleness, sonority, malleability. So the answer is brittleness is odd one out because it is a property of non-metals and rest are the properties of metals. Next, carbon, bromine, sulfur, phosphorus. So the answer is bromine because it is liquid non-metal and others are solid non-metals. Brass, bronze and steel. Answer is an because it is not an alloy and others are alloys. Question number 3, write scientific reasons. The stainless steel vessels in kitchen have copper coating on the bottom. So the answer is the stainless steel vessels in kitchen have copper coating on the bottom because copper is good conductor of heat and electricity. By using copper cookware, any meal can be prepared in a perfect and gentle way. They are the best pots and pans for cooking and roasting. This is particularly due to the fact that copper has excellent material properties and it is cheap metal as compared to other metals. Then next, copper and brass vessels are clean with lemon. So the answer is copper vessels get tarnished due to corrosion of copper metal and it forms a layer of copper oxide which is basic in nature. When lemon juice which contains citric acid is added to it, neutralization reaction takes place, thus the vessel gets clean. Move to the next question. Sodium metal is kept in kerosene. So the answer is sodium metal is kept in kerosene because sodium is very reactive metal. It is kept in kerosene to prevent it from coming in contact with oxygen and moisture. If this happens, it will react with the moisture present in air and form sodium hydroxide. This is a strongly exothermic reaction and a lot of heat is generated. It will result out in the form of fire. Then question number 4, answer the following. What is done to prevent corrosion of metal? So the answer is we get prevent corrosion by selecting the following things. There is metal type, protective coating, environmental measures, sacrificial coatings, then design modification. So first is metal type. One simple way to prevent corrosion is to use a corrosion resistant metal such as aluminum or stainless steel. Depending on the application, these metals can be used to reduce the need for additional corrosion protection. Then protective coatings. So the application of a paint coating is a cost effective way of preventing corrosion. Paint coating act as a barrier between metal and atmospheric moisture to avoid its contact, for example, black paints. Then another possibility is applying a powder coating. In this process, a dry powder is applied to the clean metal surface to avoid its contact with surrounding oxygen. For example, acrylic, polyester, epoxy, nylon and urethane. Okay. Environmental measures. Corrosion is caused by a chemical reaction between the metal and gases in the surrounding environment. By taking measures to control the environment, these unwanted reactions can be minimized. For example, this would be decreased by treating the water in water boilers with softeners to adjust hardness, alkalinity, or oxygen content. Then sacrificial coatings. Sacrificial coating involves coating the metal with an additional metal type that is more likely to oxidize. Then there are two main techniques for sacrificial coating, that is cathodic protection and anodic protection. So cathodic protection, the most common example of cathodic protection is the coating of iron alloy steel with zinc, and this process is known as galvanizing. Zinc is a more active metal than steel, and when it starts to corrode, it oxides, which inhibit the corrosion of the steel. This is known as cathodic protection. Then anodic protection. Anodic protection involves coating the iron alloy steel with a less active metal such as tin. Tin will not corrode, so the steel will be protected as long as the tin coating is in place. The method is known as anodic protection. Then design modification. Design modification can help reduce corrosion and improve the durability of any existing protective anti-corrosive coating. Ideally, designs should avoid trapping dust and water, encourage movement of air, and avoid open crevices. Then ensuring the metal is accessible for regular maintenance will also increase longevity. Then what are the metals that make the alloy brass and bronze? So brass, it is an alloy that contains copper and zinc as major constituents. Then bronze, it is an alloy that contains copper and tin as major constituent. Then move to the next question. What are the adverse effects of corrosion? So the answer is, the adverse effects of corrosion are as follows. First is damage to commercial airplanes that could result in possible in-flight problems. Then damage to oil pipelines that could cause a costly and dangerous rupture that creates significant environmental damage. Then damage to bridge supports that could cause a bridge failure. Release of harmful pollutants from iron corrosion that contaminates the air. Then cost of repairing or replacing household equipments that fails. Loss of efficiency, contamination of product, then damage of metallic equipments, inability to use metallic materials, loss of valuable materials such as blockage of pipes, mechanical damage of underground water pipes, then accidents due to mechanical loss of metallic cars, aircrafts, etc. Causes pollution due to escaping products from corrosion, depletion of natural resource. Okay, move to the next question. What are uses of noble metals? So uses of noble metals are uses of silver, that is it is a shiny heavy metal and the best conductor of electricity. It is used for making silver ornaments and expensive utensils such as glasses, mugs, etc. It is used for making coins. Then salts of silver like silver chloride are used for making photographic films. Then silver foils are used for decorating sweets. Silver is also used for making mirrors using a process called sculpturing. Then uses of gold. So gold is a bright yellow and highly malleable and ductile metal. Gold is used as the index of wealth. The countries which have more gold reserve are considered to be wealthy. And it is used for making ornament. It is used for making high value coins and medals. It is used for covering the mainframe of artificial satellites. Okay, then use of platinum. Platinum is silvery white and highly malleable and ductile metal. It is used for making ornament and watches. It is used as a catalyst in the manufacture of sulfuric acid and nitric acid. It is used in platinum catalytic converters. Then it is also used in chemical laboratories. Move to the question number 5. The 3 experiments to study the process of rusting are given below, and observe the 3 test tube and answer the following questions. So here you can observe by the image. Then essential requirement for corrosion are supply of oxygen, presence of water and material itself. Then question, why the nail in the test tube 2 is not rusted? In the test tube 2 is not rusted. So the answer is, the nail in the test tube 2 is not rusted because it is test tube 2. We take boiling water. So all the dissolved oxygen in is removed from water, and if the iron nail do not get supply of oxygen, then corrosion is not carried out. The next question, why is nail in the test tube 1 is rusted highly? So the answer is, the nail in the test tube 1 is rusted highly because in the test tube 1 iron nail meets with all the requirements which is essential for the process of corrosion. Then that supply of oxygen in dissolved form, presence of water and material itself. Okay, move to the next question. Would the nail in the test tube T get rusted? The nail in the test tube T is not test tube 3 is not rusted because calcium chloride is one of the best absorbent. So it absorbs all the dissolved oxygen present in water. Hence corrosion process is not take place. ओके, सो फ्रेंड्स, आपले क्वेश्चन आन्सर्स जे आहेत ते इथे कंप्लीट झालेले आहेत. होप तुम्हाला आजचा जो व्हिडिओ आहे तो नक्कीच आवडला असेल. व्हिडिओ जर आवडला असेल तर व्हिडिओला नक्की लाईक करा. कमेंटमध्ये तुमच्या काही क्वेरीज असतील तर आमच्यापर्यंत पोचवा आणि ऑफकोर्स चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा. चला तर मग भेटूया आपण नेक्स्ट व्हिडिओमध्ये. तोपर्यंत टेक केअर अँड हॅव अ गुड डे.